Yes, everyone, welcome back to another episode of The Red Divide. Joining me in studio, as always, my cousin Mark. How's it going?
It's going good, but you've now stolen two of my intros on the same day.
Yeah, I'm
So,
tired of hearing your voice.
well, you're going to hear a lot more of it right now. Get ready.
Can't get away from it.
Tell me about it. But yeah, look, high spirits. United showed up for a change. Should have beaten Arsenal today. We didn't. But yeah, that's okay. Performance was decent second half. Take something from that and move forward. And now we look ahead to some European action. United
Indeed.
hosting Real Sociedad. Should be decent while you guys host PSG. Let's hope PSG turn that scoreline around.
Marcus, let me tell you what, this is yet another final for us. The Southampton game was a final for us. We didn't particularly play well in the first half. We ended up getting the result. We've got a slender lead going into the game against PSG at Anfield. You know, the big thing about this game is we're going to have our fans behind us. And I'm hoping that Arnie Slot makes some changes to the squad and not sit deep like we did in France and actually go back at them and play the game that they play and get the 3 points, move on in the competition. But it's not going to be an easy game. I know it. I think every Liverpool supporter knows it. But you have to believe. You have to believe in your team. You have to believe in your manager. You have to believe in the club, and let the boys do the talking on the pitch.
100%. If you're going to go toe to toe with PSG, they've got a lot of weapons, a lot of guys to put you under pressure, and can easily score goals. So I hope it's an open game, more open than the first game, because as you said, it was a tough watch, but a win's a win. And if you guys are going to be, hey, this is our home, here we attack, then you'll play right into PSG's hands, because it'll be, toe to toe, 1-for-1, let's do it, attack versus attack. It'll be an exciting game, and hopefully PSG can do the job.
Look, at the end of the day, we've seen how dangerous PSG are, right? But then again, we're also dangerous. I think the tactics going into the first leg of trying to, get a result in the first game worked. But we can't go with that same, mentality into the second game and defend and hope they don't score and that Alisson is the man of the match again. If you want to progress, you have to show up. So I'm not saying let's go toe to toe. I think let's be cautious. It's in stages of the game. Defend when we need to defend, but not be so deep. Let's go back at them. Let's push them back. Let's get our fullbacks forward and push their fullbacks back. And, hopefully it's an entertaining game.
I'm sure it will be. Is there any player specifically that you worried about and that you feel your guys need to mark out of the game?
Look, that they've got a couple of players. Their midfield players, the two Portuguese boys, they absolutely pull the strings in the midfield. So I think if Jota or Darwin, whoever's starting, they need to be close to the midfield so that they can't actually dictate the play. And their wide men are absolutely clinical. Dembele is on such a run at the moment. What's the other name? Kivashvili. I don't know. I can't pronounce his name. He's also absolutely dangerous. So look, they've got a lot of players that are a real threat. But then again, we have players that are a threat as well. We've got Salah. We've got Diaz. We've got Jota. Gapco, I don't know if he's going to be match fit for this game. He might feature. So if you look at the squads on paper, I think we both have extremely good firepower. But it's all down to game management. It's all about how Slot goes in with his tactics and manages the game from our side with a slender lead and not let them come at us like we did in France. I think it was very risky. Yes, it paid off, but the boys had to defend a lot. And it took so much out of them that when we were going forward, we were sloppy. So I'm hoping that, obviously we keep the ball a lot more and not let them dictate the game and just null that threat in the midfield.
Yeah, I mean, it's one thing saying it, doing it is a whole other thing, because they're a well-coached team. As you said, they've got some great players. And let's be real, as much as I don't like Liverpool, you guys also have some great players. So, yeah, it should be a fascinating game. The second leg of this specific fixture. It's going to be on fire, I think, and PSG are going to come because they know they have to win.
They have to.
And you guys are going to have to defend that, but you guys also know that you want to hold them, and the easiest way to hold them off is to score more goals. So I think you guys will go for it. They'll go for it. Should be actually a really exciting game. So look forward to that.
Look, in the first game, I identified some weak points where we managed to get the ball through the lines to Soboslai in between their two midfielders, and then we had them 3 against 3. So I think Slot will probably, lean on that tactic to try and absorb the pressure, count them on the catch them on the counter, and try and get that ball through the lines, through to Soboslai, obviously out to Salah. But he needs to be more clinical against Mendy. Mendy was absolutely top class against Salah in the first leg. So Salah's going to have to turn up and turn the screw on him and just show him that he's the number 1 in the world right now.
Yeah, look, obviously I'm going to hope PSG win that, but what's your prediction?
I reckon a 2-1 Liverpool.
For some reason, I see you guys winning it as well, but I think it'll be a bit of a higher scoring game, maybe a 3-2 to Liverpool. I think in the end, with them coming right at you, they'll leave themselves open, and I think you guys will edge a 3-2, which will be enough 4-2 on aggregate for you guys to go through.
Yeah, fair play. Should be a good result. Good watch for the neutral. So yeah, very nervous about that game. But like I said, every game for us now is a final. And hopefully the boys can get it over the line. But in other news, Manchester United, your season comes down to this next game in the Europa League. If you get knocked out, there's no Champions League, there's no Europa League for your team. What do you reckon is going to happen in that game?
Well, what do you mean, man? We confidence is high. We back-to-back 1-1 draws. Everything is good.
Our flyers.
Just kidding. So yeah, no. Like I said, second half was decent today against Arsenal. So you can keep putting that together. We should have beaten Real Sociedad. We gave them a lifeline with the penalty that we gave away with the handball. We really should win, especially at home. It will be tricky. They're a team that doesn't give up. They come right at you as well, and I'm sure that they know that they're going to try and win right there. If they go and look at video footage of United this season, they'll see that if you up the tempo and you press us hard, there's a good chance you're going to force one of the players to make a mistake and then capitalize on that. So United are still learning to play through that press. So if they're smart, they'll try that. I hope that United are smart and realize what they're going to do. So like Liverpool did in away at PSG, don't mess around at the back. Just kick it forward. Kick it up front. Let's go. Get it over to the midfielders. Get it over to the strikers. Højlund, Xerxes, either one are strong. They can hold the ball up and then start your play in the middle of the park. I don't want to mess around too much at the back going forward. But let's see what we decide to do. Should be an interesting game as well, because it's really 0-0. Everything's on the line. The away goal rule doesn't work anymore. So it's really 0-0. So who wants it most? Go out there, win the game, and you're through to the next round. I just hope it's United, because as you said, this is the very last piece of our season. If we don't get this, the whole puzzle is gone. It's broken up, and we are just dangling in no man's land, because the league's gone, Europe's gone. We're just sitting there. I don't know what to use the rest of the season as practice for next season. I don't know. So God forbid that happens. Hopefully United do the business and we find ourselves in the next round.
So what do you reckon? What's the score going to be?
I'm going to go with 2-1 United.
I don't know. I've got a funny feeling that it's going to be a draw, then go to extra time, and then penalties.
Jeez, you want to put us the pressure. You want the heart, the ticker here to feel some real pressure. Goodness gracious, yeah. It's possible with United. You never know. But I don't want to go through that drama. Thanks. I'll take the 2-1.
Yeah, no, look, it's not going to be an easy game. The whole season comes down to this game, so there's going to be a lot of pressure. You played a massive game against Arsenal today. The players used a lot of energy in the second half to turn the game around. And yeah, I don't know. Based on the first leg in Sociedad, I think you had a couple of chances, but maybe a draw would have been the right result. But yeah, if it goes to penalties, I don't know who's going to win.
It's not going to go to penalties. We're going to win 2-1.
Can't sway you. Well, best of luck. I hope Sociedad knock you out and your season is a great achievement.
Likewise.
With that being said, come on, Sociedad. Come on, Liverpool. Catch you in the next episode.
Yeah, we'll see. See you guys later. Ciao.
Ciao.